me a pardon, cause this the type of beat that get the whole crowd marching. Time to shut it down, we made the whole town Spartan. I'm from outer space, so all my homegirls Martian. It's about to get critical, this moment is pivotal. Here to feed the streets that say my influence umbilical. We gon' make it grimy, devil get behind me. Told you I'm the best, I done said it with my chest, so for real nobody try me.
Down in the new town, I already feel that it's eyes on me. I'm being looked up, down with the big round, they already gone by the size of me. I don't really give a fuck, put my deuce up, I will not live in apology. I wish you lose the opportunity, you suck, homemade way for a prodigy.
And I say, one for the money and two for the love. We the new era, so whoever may feel they above. Live in delusion, that's an illusion.
At the confluence of the three rivers, the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela, we are here at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Tonight, it's the second of our Monday night doubleheader, as it'll be the Browns of Tokyo taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. The second of two games tonight. It's the Browns and Steelers underway to wrap up week 2.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Now the third-year man, Najee Harris.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 31 yards there and a first down.
And that's definitely the way you get things started. That's the way it was drawn up in the locker room, in pregame, and everything. And they got it done right away, running the ball for a big game.
First down, and they go back to Harris.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
59 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
2 yards left on 2nd down from the 9. Now Pickett will look to pass it. That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown Steelers.
A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And And the Steelers put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 27. They go quickly here out to Moore. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Browns first down.
A guy coming off his best season as a pro. Here's Nick Chubb.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at their 48-yard line.
Here's Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Gets it out quickly here to the left flank. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Now Pickett changing the play.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 79 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the 1st quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Myles Garrett, the all-pro defensive end, there on the stop. The Steelers at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
Off play action, Pickett.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack.
They'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started.
Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this 1st quarter play. The start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Off tackle run here for Nick Chubb.
That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And this time they were ready for him as they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Here's Watson.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. They set up the screen to Chubb. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 30. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They pitch it to Chubb. They'll get it to the 23-yard line.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
And again, it's Chubb. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They'll run for it. Chubb. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Nick Chubb stops short, and this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Second down, here's Pickett. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. It's J.O.K. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there for the sack. The Steelers send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. That's pulled in at the 32. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. The Browns drive about to get started. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The Browns trying to get back and set quickly here. Time ticking away. A shotgun snap for Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Watson trying to get his guys moving. Now Watson on 1st and 10. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is, but that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is going to slip through their fingers, literally and figuratively.
And all the way in for the touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Completes it to Austin. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
18,
Looking to throw, Pickett. That's down the field and caught by Freiermuth. But he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Pickett. Setting up the screen, Harris. And inside the 20 before it's brought down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
And this pass rusher's really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
19 Lions. Buffalo 18.
Pickett now on first down. And he finds Austin complete. And he's brought down. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Final play of the first half. Here's Pickett. Over the middle, it's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown.
We've sat in a lot of meetings, and they always talk about the offense taking advantage of beginning a half. Well, special teams coaches don't listen to that. They want to take advantage with their own unit, and they just did.
Yeah, they trailed in the locker rooms, and they changed that immediately.
I think they drew that one up special. That felt like something he pulled out of his pocket that he'd been holding for a while, and they were able to use it effectively.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. To the air on first down with Pickett.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Pickett back to the air on second down.
As he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since.
They'll throw again with Pickett. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
Despite writing it down in my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
19 tight, 19 tight. Trap 60, trap 60. Warriors 17. Hurt.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
18, rapid.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
He's got this to Pickens.
The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Harris running straight ahead. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 89 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Go.
Harris going to get it again on second down.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Pickett going to keep
fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And just as they thought they might be able to take that across and get the lead, a big red zone turnover.
I know that I am defense-centric, and I want to give them a whole lot of credit, but I just can't believe after that drive, in that position, ball security paramount, they turned the ball over. Terrible.
The Browns drive about to get started.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
Now a give left side for Chubb. Twist. There he goes left side.
Nick Chubb.
And touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Browns are able to stretch out their lead.
And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Watson and that Browns offense going to stay out there, and they'll go for 2.
Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And this time he'll be stopped short of the goal line. He might have been out of gas after the long run. In any event, the try for 2 fails. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And, Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick up the pieces here on this drive.
Yeah, and I actually started to do the math here, so be patient with me. 12-point swing is the way I calculate it because not only did they drop the ball in the red zone, they watched the opponent score a touchdown right after that. So their goal, have a drive here and try and get some of those points back.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter and the entire 4th remaining. So, stranger things have happened.
Pickett to throw on 1st down. Here's Freiermuth again.
A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be 2nd in a couple. And they're going to speed things up here.
Here's Pickett on 2nd down. He finds Pickens over the middle.
And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 23.
Pickett, he's going to throw it again.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Let's go!
Second down and 4.
60 Bobcat. Mustang 19. Go street. Take over.
Back to throw. Pickett.
It's brought in by Harris. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Again, it's Harris on second down.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Najee Harris,
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
and the Steelers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he'll be out of bounds at midfield, so a solid return to the 50.
For a quick second there, I thought we were about to have a repeat performance of a kickoff return for a touchdown. This guy's on fire today.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10.
Right at the 50-yard line.
They go quickly here out to Moore.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They run it again with Chubb. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb. A 16-yard touchdown run.
And the Browns are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. York now for the extra point.
And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Browns 26, Steelers 14.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. 1st and 10, here's Pickett.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's second down. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You've got the first one for the second one to even matter.
18 Raptor, 18 Raptor. 70 range.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
The offense on third down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6.
19 Lions. Buffalo 18.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
He'll let it fly for Austin.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And the Browns are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. A little juke, and he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
187 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, 25 yards.
And the Browns are on their way to a 2-0 start.
Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And that will make this a 19-point game. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. That's complete to his tight end flyer move.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Hey, smash. 18, pioneer.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett.
He'll let it fly for Austin. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
2nd and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Dragon 60. Check smash, check smash. Panther 11, Panther 11. Let's go.
Pickett right back to the air again.
Eluding the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
It was Myles Garrett that time who got in there and brought him down.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Hawks, 70 Hawks. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Pickett, 4th down, desperation time. Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
From the gun, here's Pickett.
Completes it to Austin. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
Here's Pickett.
At the 17-yard line.
He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
Steelers. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Dialing up another pass here. Pickett.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And Watson's going to throw it here. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. They run again on first down, Chubb. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line.
Alex Highsmith simply would not be stopped on that play.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
Going out wide, finds Chubb.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 35.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Browns, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they'll fall to 1-1. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.